The folks at Campark sent me their solar integrated hunting camera to test out. In this video, I'm going to be unboxing the camera. I'm going to be installing the camera. I'm going to be sharing with you my early evaluation of this product. And I'm going to be, of course, sharing with you some of the awesome videos and pictures that I got off of this camera. Stick around for this week's product review and trail camera video. Hi, my name is Dan and welcome to DC Outdoors. If this is your first time here and you like outdoor adventure videos, gear reviews, and other outdoor related stuff, well, please get started by hitting that like, the subscribe, and the bell notification button so you don't miss anything. Well, let's get on with this week's video.
All right, this is the TC08 solar integrated hunting camera from Campark. Take a look at the outside of the box. All right, inside the box, we have this quick start guide, which we'll take a look at. The operating instructions. Bigger instruction manual. And this is the camera. We also have a mounting strap, USB cable, and it looks like we have some mounting hardware. So what you got here is you have this little plate that you can see. You have this little swivel, and then you have some mounting screws. So this would be, I think, for a pretty permanent sort of mount, right? So you can see at the bottom here, you have a couple of nuts and a washer. So I would assume that what you would do is kind of thread this through here, put the other nut off the back and kind of have it mounted on this plate, and then use these permanent sort of anchors and screws. So you could theoretically mount this somewhere, potentially as like a security camera or something, maybe even on your home. The thing I think is kind of interesting about this as well is this mounting bracket is very, very, very adjustable with these wing nuts. So you can, in theory, put this on all sorts of different angles, which I think is pretty cool. So, for example, if this was mounted off of a base, you could easily have this here and sort of swivel it on a variety of different angles, which is interesting for a kind of permanent sort of mount solution. So I think that that's a neat little add. You'll see here that this little guy takes the micro SD card, so I hope you can see that there. So it does not take the full-size SD cards, it takes the micros. So that's a little different. And then you'll see that this has the battery component inside of it. So this thing takes 4 AA batteries, but it also has a rechargeable battery built inside of it. So I think that the idea here is that the AA batteries are basically like a backup, for the internal battery that's powered by the solar panel. So that's pretty cool. The really cool features of this camera as well is it is basically Wi-Fi compatible. So in theory, you can actually just move video right from this camera onto your smartphone, which I'm pointing at right now, wirelessly. So that's kind of handy in that sort of. It's a nice display on this camera. So obviously you can kind of flip through the pictures, which I'll show you here in a bit, which is pretty convenient. There's lots of different modes. I have it set right now on photo and video. You can change the sensitivity if you want. Image size, picture number, so I got it set to take 6 photos. There's your video resolution, so right now I have it set on a 10-second kind of video. at 1080p. It's got audio recording too, which is pretty cool. %100% battery power, so it's neat that it sort of shows you, how that battery is set up. Pretty simple little camera to kind of navigate just with these push buttons and all these screens. So anyways, I'm going to show you me setting up this camera next in the field, and then I will show you a better look at some of the pictures and videos we got off this camera.
Let's take a break from this week's episode to highlight a comment of the week. This week's comment of the week is courtesy of Bruce from Wending Our Way. Bruce watched last week's video where I went out with my kids for a small game hunt and we collected our trail cameras from the bush. Bruce took the time to leave this comment. Great to see that the trail cams were all present and accounted for. A neighbor put 2 out along a local river to see where a beaver is living and found both busted to pieces. Not a happy camper. Looking forward to your captures and further adventures. Bruce and Otis. First of all, Bruce, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I know you and I have been connected for quite a while here now, and always love hearing from you, and always love watching your videos with you and Otis out on the trail, and it's great to interact with you this way. But yeah, I want to say sorry about your friend's camera. First of all, that's really disappointing. So far, I've been pretty lucky. I've had my cameras on a variety of public and private land. I haven't had anything happen to mine. I'm always a little bit worried that they're going to be vandalized or stolen. It was funny though, this year actually one of my cameras I had locked to a tree, and I couldn't find the key for the camera that it was locked up with, and I was real nervous that I would have to sort of steal my own camera, I suppose, to get it back. But luckily here at the end of the season I found that key tucked away in one of my hunting packs, and was able to recover it without having to damage the tree or whatnot to get it back. But yeah, anyways, I really appreciate you as always for watching, and let's get back to this video and show you all of the pictures and video that I got off this Campark camera.
All right, we're going to install this trail camera just up over here on this little birch, and she'll be pointed here towards this scrape and a really good trail that runs through here. So hopefully we'll get some good pictures. Let's get it set up.
Well, overall, I am very happy with the quality of the pictures and the video off this Campark solar integrated hunting camera. I had it out in the bush for about a month. Full transparency, I took it down about a week ago because we were expecting some minus 40-degree Fahrenheit, minus 40-degree Celsius weather. I didn't want to leave my cameras out in the bush at this temperature. I find that the cold temperatures like that really shorten the lifespan of cameras. So I did take them in. I'll probably redeploy them here in a month or so when the weather gets a little bit warmer. And of course, I'll share more videos and pictures with you then. But you know, my early assessment of this camera is that it's a good piece of equipment. I find that I really like the display. I really like the features and functionality. I thought it was really easy to set up. Campark has a variety of different cameras, so I'll include the link here for their website written down on the screen and of course down in the description below. But these guys make a variety of different cameras, from base models to the solar integrated model to even models that work through cell phones, so that way it'll actually just like text you or email you pictures when stuff comes through. So they have a variety of different cameras. I do feel that they're well priced, based on comparative models that you buy through some of the other trail camera companies. So I found that these guys are pretty priced fairly, and the features are great. I was really impressed with the quality of the little LCD screen on there. All of the features were great. I thought it was pretty cool that it came with a little mounting bracket. I really liked the ability for you to just send the pictures and the videos like directly from the camera to your cell phone when you're out in the field, so you don't have to even mess around with a card reader or things like that. So I think there's some well thought out features here, and I was impressed. I had the camera out for a month and I brought it home. It still had 100% battery on it, so it's telling me that that solar panel did do the job that it was supposed to do, which is really with all you're looking for at the end of the day. Like I mentioned, the quality was great. Personal operator issue thing. I wish I would have made the video length a little bit longer. I think you can make the length on them quite a bit longer, but I like to shorten it to conserve space on the SD card, right? But the reality is I probably could have lengthened the video length on that one and shared a bit more with you. I really wish I did, because man, seeing the two cougars on camera like that was super duper cool, and I wish I had a little bit more length of video to be able to highlight that. Another thing that I like is the audio. There were a couple clips where I could hear crunching in the trees sort of like behind the camera, and then see the animal come into frame. So I really think that adds a lot of depth to the videos that you're going to pull off of this camera. And I would also go so far to say that, having the audio during other times of the year could give you a lot more perspective of what the animals are doing. I would love to catch their calls or the sounds that they make and things like that on video. So, I'm optimistic to get these cameras back out in the bush here soon, to get this Campark camera out in the bush working for me. And of course, I will share more, perspective on this camera and more pictures and videos, of course, as we have these things out in the bush. But yeah, my early assessment of this is that this is a good camera. The quality seems to meet expectations. I think the price is really fair. I'm happy with all the little features that it comes with. And, if you're in the market for a trail camera for hunting or for personal surveillance or just for animal watching, I mean, you may want to check out this Campark trail camera. So I want to thank the folks at Campark again for sending me this camera to try out. I'll tell the folks at Campark that they will look forward to seeing more pictures and videos, just as well my audience will, either here on the YouTube channel or of course through my Instagram if you follow me there. Yeah, I think in a nutshell, that's probably going to wrap this one up. If you made it this far in the video, I want to thank you as always for watching. And if this was your first time here, please do consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot. Shows me that you're interested in this content. And the cool thing about subscribing is that you won't miss any upcoming videos that I do put out. But as always, I'll end this as I always do. If this was your first time here and you like outdoor adventure videos, gear reviews, and other outdoor related stuff, well, please hit that like, the subscribe, and the bell notification button so you don't miss anything. Until next time, we'll see you outdoors.